Ronell Nolan, President, CEO, Health Agents for America. Sorry you're seeing a picture and not me in person, but this is HAFA Live, coming to you from a very tired, I think I'm a little, been traveling a little bit too much and have caught a little bug, but I thought it was more important that you heard from me, that you saw me the way I look today, and that's probably not a good idea for either one of us. But wanted to talk about a very important topic that we discussed last week in Washington, D.C., at the CMS Industry Meeting. We had a wonderful crew with us, Victoria Braden from Georgia, Jennifer Pender from Georgia, Joshua Brooker from Pennsylvania, Michelle Kirkwood from Nevada, and Fran Main from Maryland. And we had an opportunity to sit down and really do a deep dive into ICHRA as HAFA members on how it affects our book of business, ways to use it, ways to not use it. And I'll be honest, I learned more than I've learned in a long time about ICHRA from our own members who are now selling them. I think you will be amazed at what these folks have to tell you, and I thought it was really important that I brought them before you as soon as possible. So this Wednesday at the HAFA Power Hour, sponsored by Xywave, we're going to dedicate the Power Hour to discussing the ICHRAs. I'm going to allow the panel to talk about, how they see it working, how they see it not working, what they learned at the industry meeting about ICHRAs, along with transparency and some of the other things that CMS was telling us last Wednesday. We had a panel from the IRS, the Department of Labor. There was a panel of carrier reps. There were some folks that were selling HRAs. There were some folks that really didn't understand the role that agents and brokers played. And I will say that there was only, out of a couple of hundred people, there was only a handful of maybe 10 agents and brokers. So that was quite disappointing, and the majority of them being HAFA, which made me happy. But knowledge is power, and I keep saying this to our members and those that are not our members, that you need to understand this, because there are people out there that are selling it. CMS is educating employers about it. There are associations out there, such as the Restaurant Association that was there, and they are educating and selling it. And we don't want to be left on the curb again. We can't afford to be left on the curb again. I, of course, in my usual fashion, put the hammer down about commissions and the fact that an ICHRA is individual policies on a group chassis, and in many states, insurance companies are not paying a commission for an individual. And so I asked the carriers in the room, what can we do, or what are you doing as an industry to make sure that if you want ICHRAs to be successful, that we are paid a fair wage? We did get a response from Oscar, who said, I absolutely know who HAFA is, and we do pay a commission, and we pay a commission for an SCP. And that is something you're going to learn about in this panel discussion, is that that's a concern if you put in a plan mid-year that's not on the calendar year open enrollment, and some insurance companies do not pay, such as in Georgia, for an SCP. That kind of hinders the agent or broker for making that change and doing a lot more work than they've done on a group plan to get paid a big goose egg. And then we had a cute little man stand up from Blue Cross, and I'm not really sure what area he came from, but he said, if you guys just sat down and talked to the carriers, I think that they would listen. I had to shake his hand, and I really just wanted to give him a hug because I can't tell you how many times that we've sat down as an industry or as agents and brokers and said, hey, we really need to get paid, either worked on state, and of course, it's a conversation that we have on and to the federal legislators. So please take an hour out of your time to join us. I think you're going to learn a lot. Some of the hindrances, some of the walls, some of the ways that it can really help your book of business. I'm not going to give away all the secrets because I want the panelists to share that information with you. But this Wednesday, 2:00 Central Standard Time. If you do not have the link to join, please email me. Of course, this is for members only. So if you're not a member and you're listening to this, $18 a month isn't much to make sure that you're at the table and that you know exactly what's happening as it's happening from the experts. We're about a month away from Agent Summit. Very excited about that. Our room rate has been dropped from $169 to $129 due to a glitch, which I am very happy about. So make sure to book your rooms by 2/12 to guarantee that you get that $129 room rate. We're going to have a fantastic line of speakers, anywhere from reference-based pricings to ICHRAs to Christian ministry plans to carving out high cost of drug prices. Every hot topic will be a topic that we are going to be talking about. The other thing is you want to make sure that you get your registration in ASAP. We're going to have a second line parade from the hotel to our reception, Spirits on Bourbon, that is going to be sponsored by Hawaii Mainland Administrators. You don't want to miss that. And if you need an extra ticket for a spouse or a guest, please let me know that because that'll be a little additional cost. But get in your registrations as soon as possible. We're going to give out our first ever Jeff Miles Memorial Award. And I can't tell you how much I miss Jeff. His leadership is always giving me just props I needed and just positive reinforcement. So I know there's a lot of you that have a lot of love for Jeff. Please consider joining us for the summit, if nothing else, to honor Jeff Miles from California. So I believe that's about it for our Monday news. I am excited to represent Health Agents for America. I couldn't be prouder of you and the clients that you represent. I'm going to try to take a little bit better care of myself so I'll feel a little bit better, but I'm still working, so don't think I'm not at my computer and not able to answer your emails. If I don't respond within 24 hours, please send it again. I'm going through about 1,300 emails right now. So I get a lot of emails, want to make sure that I take care of our members. So have a wonderful day, a wonderful week. Keep up the hard work. Join us in New Orleans and join us next Wednesday to hear from our panel of experts. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Oh, and I forgot to say, go Chiefs.